All right. On a day like this, we don't even hear the whole Talking Animals theme.
Wow.
I know. Well,
Wow.
We're men in a hurry.
Yeah.
Well, that's because, of course, it's the first day, early in the first day of the WMNF Summer Fun Drive. And so it's Talking Animals, sure, but it's a slightly different version here with the fabulous Flea, who, of course, holds forth on Monday afternoons from 3 to 6 and is our beloved music director. And he and I are going to try to raise money for Talking Animals, but really overall, that's for WMNF. And so we hope that you'll call 813-239-9663 or go online at WMNF.org. And we have some very cool ways to thank you as usual, some exclusive Talking Animals gifts, and some great WMNF gifts that people already seem to be responding to. But
well, we know how hard you work for your money and everything, and it's great that you can make a donation and get a prize. Like at the Cracker Jacks, there's a prize at the bottom for you.
There's an added bonus.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, should we tell people about our cool challenge situation right off the bat?
Yes, get that right out, because that's an important thing.
So some anonymous benefactor has sent $500, but issued a challenge that to get that $500, we have to raise another $500 with pledges of $100 or more to meet that $500 challenge. So obviously, if you pledge $100, that's like $200 to us, and that's good economics. Even I know that.
Yeah, that's easy. That's easy stuff.
So there's so many different ways.
No division, no calculus.
Right. So we've got ways to thank you, and one of the things that we like already is the WMNF T-shirt.
Jumped on that right away.
Yeah, and
I already got mine.
I know you did. You already pledged for yours. So it's a beautiful seafoam green. It says on the front, independent radio, live, local, on the Gulf of Mexico. Gotta love that, right?
Yeah. That's where we are.
That's
and have always been for hundreds of years. Well, we've only been around 45.
But you can see that at WMNF.org and probably on one or more of our social media pages. But a $100 pledge takes that shirt away. 813-239-9663 or WMNF.org. And let's start with one of our Talking Animals exclusive thank you gifts, just because I think probably WMNFers are probably inclined to like this guy quite a bit and the band that he once was with.
Mm-hmm. And his solo stuff has been fantastic.
Sure. So we have a pair of amazing tickets to see Ringo Starr and his all-star band June 21st at Baycare Sound in Clearwater. And we have he's
going to be playing some of his, besides his hits like Photograph and Don't Come Easy and Yellow Submarine, he's playing some of his new stuff, songs co-written by T-Bone Burnett.
And it's been super acclaimed, that album. People love it. So it's going to be a great show. Again, at Baycare Sound.
Have you been to Baycare Sound yet?
I have not, but everybody has.
It's beautiful. I've been there a couple times.
About it. Yeah.
And it's really cool. It's very comfortable. They adjust the seats as needed. You're not in those typical hall seats. These are really nice padded seats, and they adjust them so you get a good view. And I think you told me you've got a good section there.
Yeah, we sure do. So we've got a pair of great tickets in section 104. Really nice, situated near the stage for a beautiful view of Ringo and his All-Stars. And for a $400 pledge, 813-239-9663 or WMNF.org. And we have plenty of other things to tell you about that we can thank you with. But we really hope that you'll make a pledge for a T-shirt or, of course, the tickets. Anything $100 or more gets matched by this great challenge the benefactor has issued to match pledges of $100 or more. So another way to do that is become Circle of Friends at $10 per month, which you probably know Circle of Friends is our way that you...
We've got a special Circle of Friends T-shirt, too.
Right. So here's a great thing. You can become Circle of members for $10 a month, Circle of Friends member. You get the T-shirt, and also you help meet the match. And so 813-239-9663 or WMNF.org. So we're going to hear Ringo in a minute, but let's get Shelley joining us here.
Hi, Shelley.
Hi, Lee. Hi, Duncan. I just want to thank one more person who called in at the end of my show. We really appreciate Paula from Brandon. Paula from Brandon, thank you so much. She says she made a very generous pledge of $100. She says oh, she watches Florida this week, and so glad Shelley is out there for us. Yes, I have other places where my opinions are promoted.
You're a superstar.
Yeah.
But
You're
she,
multimedia.
this is the cool part about Paula from Brandon. I'm sure there are many more cool parts about Paula from
We just
Brandon.
don't know them yet.
But what's really cool is she took the book on tyranny.
Oh, cool.
Which we have for a midpoint pledge of $100. It's a unique thank you gift from the Midpoint Wednesday show. So if anybody else there has not had that book, the beautiful graphic edition of Timothy Snyder's On Tyranny, I urge you can still pledge for the rest of the month at WMNF.org, and just put a note in the comments that you want that book On Tyranny for $100 or more. So thank you, Paula from Brandon.
All right, thank you, Paula, and thank you, Shelley. Congratulations.
Woo! Starting to happen, Duncan.
Okay, so anyway, let's hear a little Ringo. But as a quick reminder, we have a pair of incredible tickets. See Ringo and his all-star band June 21st at the Baycare Sound in Clearwater. A $400 pledge gets you great seats in section 104. So let's hear
104. Sounds like a good place. When you go to a concert, if it begins with a 1, I think that's good. I think those are good seats.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see where the 04 puts you, but definitely they're actually excellent seats. All kidding aside. So 813-239-9663 or WNF.org. Let's hear a little bit of Ringo now, and we'll come back. And hopefully, in the meantime, you can pledge in support of Talking Animals and WNF on the first day here of the Summer Fun Drive. All right, on an abbreviated show, abbreviated given the mission at hand, we don't play the whole song. I'm sorry to say, sacrilege to cut short Ringo, but that's because it is first day of our summer fun drive here at WMNF. So again, that's an acknowledgement that we have a pair of amazing tickets to see Ringo and his all-star band June 21st at the Baycare Sound in Clearwater. $400 pledge gets you right in the beautiful, great seats. You'll have a great time. All the Ringo hits and a bunch of other great music, and this new album that he's touring behind has been super acclaimed called Look Up. So that's all happening at 813-239-9663 or WMNF.org. And Shelley as another person to thank, so let's welcome back Shelley Reback.
All right, thank you, Duncan. I want to thank Linda Blahar from Parrish, Florida, who is a new Circle of Friends member.
Oh, great.
Linda heard my show when Gary and I were fundraising right before you, and she said she loves the show, and when she heard that the T-shirt had on the Gulf of Mexico on it, that it was a bolt of lightning and she had to have it. So there you go. We are staying salty here at WMNF.
As we should. I think a lot of people are going to feel the same way about that Gulf of Mexico line. That's a winner there for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. So we thank Linda from Parrish, Florida, who is a new Circle of Friends member, and we urge everybody out there to think about becoming a Circle of Friends member. If you're a one-time donor, you can always up your pledge and become a Circle of Friends member right now, right, Flea?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay, thank you.
That's a vigorous agreement there with barking. Yeah. All right, Shelley, thank you. Congratulations. Okay, so we are, again, fundraising here on Talking Animals, first day of the Summer Fun Drive for WMNF.
Let's give out the phone number, 813-239-9663. Or better, you can go online to WMNF.org, where you can see some of the gifts that we are offering, see exactly what they look like, what they sound like, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Or do it on your phone. You can make a pledge directly from your phone and at the WMNF app.
And it's super smooth and easy. Whichever method takes 2 minutes, maybe 3 at the max, whether you're calling, going online to the website, or using your phone app. Super fast and easy. And
yeah, we've got a big goal here today. We need to raise $2,700 this morning to meet your goal. You put on a great show here. You bring all kinds of great guests on here. I don't know how you do it, but you must spend all week working on that. We've had some of the people who've been here that I know. Jane Goodall, I can't believe it, on the show right here. How do you find these national people to be on the show?
She probably thought she was going to be on a different show.
Kathleen Edwards, who is a Canadian singer, also lives part-time down here in St. Pete, and has done benefits for WMNF, and Duncan and I have seen her, and she came on here right on the show, didn't she not?
Yeah, she sure
did.
This
is like right after the pandemic.
She's part-time local, like you say, living in St. Pete half the year, and came in and played music, and we talked animals and music and other kind of cool stuff. So
you get all these great viewpoints from different people, Duncan. Alec Baldwin, Lily Tomlin, Nico Case, Paula Poundstone, John Doe, Mark Marin, Triumph the Insult Comic Dog, Carrie Brownstein, Chrissy Hine, and Brian May of Queen. How do you do it? No.
Again,
how much would it cost to get the secret to Duncan?
Yeah.
How much of a pledge?
I think some of these people thought they were going to be on a different show, but some of the recent folks that we should point out, especially because some have some relevance to a very topical subject. For example, Katrina Shaddix is the founder of Bear Wars United. We had a good long conversation about the proposed bear hunt, and I think people learned a lot and took action.
Boo.
Right, we're not for it, and. Okay, cool. So she's been on. We had Jamie Katz on just last week. She's a pet detective in Fort Lauderdale, which is fascinating because she's a real-life pet detective. It's not like the Jim Carrey thing. But also she created a new app that will help people find their pets kind of more on a global level. It's like instead of like consulting all the lists and posters and whatever, you can kind of plug your missing pet into the coordinates of this app, and help find your pet. So I asked her if she was putting herself out of business. I don't think she is, but it's a very cool thing. So we have a guest like that. And another one.
Well, not only, I mean, she's a great guest because she's interesting and everything, but also a great guest giving away valuable information on how to find your pet. And it would be great to have an app on my phone because I'm not going to remember the directions that she gave on the air of what to do if I lose my pet. But if I have the app there, I'll remember I have that.
Yeah.
And if something happens, I'll press that button.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's in the mobile version, or maybe not just yet, but it's basically the same principle. I think it might be a computer on-screen app that has literally like a global reach. So it's very cool. So one of the recent guests I want to mention, because it ties into one of our other thank you gifts, is Stephen S. Hall. He's a longtime hotshot science journalist, regularly in the New York Times, also in the New Yorker, and a bunch of other great publications. He wrote this fantastic book called Slither, which people who think they're freaked out by snakes, don't like snakes, are afraid of snakes. Even those people, I think, would love this book. And we happen to have 2 copies right now available as thank you gifts for a pledge of $50 or more to get Slither, Extraordinary Innovative book on snakes. The full title is Slither, How Nature's Most Maligned Creatures Illuminate Our World. And again, fantastic book, and really delves into all kinds of cultural, historical, religious, spiritual, other things about snakes. Really well done. So $50 pledge at 813-239-9663 or WMNF.org.
Did he mention anything about snakes on a plane?
He did refer to that, certainly. Yeah, he didn't delve into it too much, but
how to get rid of them.
Refer to the phrase at least. Yeah, you cannot refer to the phrase, I think, if you're writing a book on snakes.
Well, hey,
Sean's here with us back in the studio. Hi, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
He's our News and Public Affairs Director, of course, you probably know, but we should say so officially. Oh, what's work?
Hey, Duncan, I have some good news. We have a donation from Cynthia from St. Petersburg, who is donating $20 a month on the Circle of Friends.
Wow, that goes to our challenge, too.
That's great. Yeah, she's from St. Pete. She's listening to WMNF since 2014, and she is getting a WMNF Circle of Friends t-shirt. So thank you, Cynthia.
That's great.
Also, Izzy from Land O'Lakes.
All right, Izzy
is donating $400 and is getting the Ringo Starr tickets.
Yay.
So,
all right.
Have fun, Izzy. And says, it's a great show. I always listen while driving. Well, thanks so much for listening from Land O'Lakes and for donating. And now it's time for you to donate 813-239-9663 or WMNF.org if you support Talking Animals.
That's right, Sean. And as you probably know, we have this great challenge going from one of our generous donors, a benefactor. So we have a $500 challenge. We've met, I think, two elements of that so far, right? But any pledge of $100 or more is met by the challenge of.
So we got two now, two pledges of $100 or more. So
so we need three more to make the whole $500 because we don't want to leave the money on the table. So again, if a $100 pledge, just flat out, you can make that. Great, 813-239-9663, WMNF.org. If you want to get a WMNF T-shirt, one of these ones, the beautiful seafoam green, independent radio, live, local, and on the Gulf of Mexico, which I think is a great tagline. Beautiful shirt. You can see that on WMNF.org, or I think one or more of our WMNF media pages.
Yeah.
And then the other way to go is to join Circle of Friends, like one of the recent donors just did. For $10 or more, you not only become Circle of Friends if you pledge $10 or more, but you get the Circle of Friends t-shirt, and you help us meet the match. So that's like a triple dip.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
813-239-9663 or WMNF.org.
Yeah, join the Circle of Friends.
So...
And I want to thank some people. It looks like you're looking for some music, but answering the phones. These people want to hear from you. Lita is out there. Sherry and Chris and Lauren and Jimmy are all out there answering phones for you today, Duncan. And they're showing their support by being here and answering phones. You can show your support just by calling in. You don't need to come down to the station. Love to have you if you want to come by. But you can just do it from your phone. 813-239-9663. That's the number to call to become a supporter of Talking Animals, a show that's been around, I'm going to guess, let me make a wild guess, 27 years.
Not quite, but 20 plus for sure.
Okay.
Basically around better part of 20 here at WMNF and a few years prior to that.
Yeah.
And,
not bad for a wild guess.
Yeah. Well within striking distance, for sure.
So give us a call right now, 813-239-9663. We've got two different T-shirts, one for Circle of Friends and one, the General Drive T-shirt. It's a beautiful foam green, and it looks great. It's got the male and female sizes or cuts, I guess you call them, the cut, and you let them know what size and what cut that you want at 813-239-9663.
And again, also, if you're interested in this great book, Slither. Great book on snakes, but it's much more than that. A $50 pledge gets you that. 813-239-9663, WMNF.org. That's by, again, Stephen S. Hall, guest on the show in latter part of April. And we want to thank, I want to thank Suzanne House.
All right, Suzanne, yeah.
It's kitten season, so please go to stfrancisrescue.org and sign up to be a foster. We desperately need fosters. Thank you, Duncan. It says for your dedication to all animals' welfare. Well, thank you, and thank you for your generous pledge.
And the number is 813-239-9663. Go online to WMNF.org.
Yeah, so maybe we should, in acknowledgement of Slither, How Nature's Most Maligned Creatures Illuminate Our World. Again, a great book, which we had a great conversation about. Maybe we should hear a little bit of a snake-related song while people hopefully pick up their phone.
Good idea.
813-239-9663 or WMNF.
Snakes aren't all bad. Come on.
No, that's the very point this guy is making in his incredibly well-researched and beautifully written book. So So yeah, WMNF.org, 813-239-9663, or your WMNF phone app. All simple, 2 minutes, maybe 3 at the most, to make your pledge in support of Talking Animals or more overall WMNF on the first day of our WMNF Fund Drive. And we don't want to fall behind on the first day.
No, we don't want that to happen.
Be one of those people.
And leave the other shows in the lurch.
Right.
No
well,
lurch.
Let's hear a little bit of a Snake song, and hopefully you'll call in then, 813-239-9663, or go online at WMNF.org.
Well, woman I love is her name Ramona. She kinda looks like Tempest Storm, and she can dance like a little Egypt. She works down at the snake farm. It just sounds nasty, snake farm. Pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house, snake farm. Sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's of a python eating a little mouse, wearing a sailor hat that says Snake Farm. Snake Farm. It just sounds nasty. Snake Farm. Pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house. Snake Farm. Ugh. She works there. She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter. Now and then some kid gets bit at the snake farm. Snake farm. It just sounds nasty. Snake farm. It pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house. Snake farm. And a band from Wales that's called The Alarm. She said she cried when they broke up. She still plays the records at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm. It just sounds nasty. Snake Farm. Pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house. Snake Farm. Ooh.
Got to cut Ray Wiley Hubbard short, I'm afraid, but that's a good Snake song, I think.
A great one. That's a cool thing about this show. It's not just some guy talking to some person out there in the world who happens to have a particular knowledge about animals, and they just and drone on, and you kind of get lost. This show's got comedy, it's got music, it's got all kinds of things to keep you interested in the show. It's a full animal show. It covers it all. A lot of, most animal shows, whatever they are on TV, maybe don't have music in there. No, but we do here, and music that fits. Animal Farm, right there, from Ray Wiley Hubbard.
Snake Farm.
But yeah, what's that?
Snake Farm.
Yeah, Snake Farm. Snake. What did I say? Who knows what I said? But here's what I want to say.
You're making good sense, though. That's the important thing.
I want to thank
a few folks.
Yeah, I got some people that love the show.
Okay.
And this is Catherine McGill from Spring Hills. Thank you very much for your pledge. Thank you. And Steve Crozier from Washington, want to thank you for your pledge of $108.
Original supporters of Talking Animals.
Really? Let's hear.
When I first came up with the idea, that one of the 3 or 4 people that I mentioned it to was Stephen Crozier, and he's been a supporter ever since, so it's pretty amazing.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, all the way from Washington, state of Washington at this point, yeah.
And keeping it going.
Yeah.
And then I've got an anonymous here, and making a great pledge to our fund drive here. And this goes to Luna, who's adopted from the PRC Hillsborough Dog Pound. So there you go.
Cool.
Right here.
I'm going to thank somebody over on this side. Cora Moore from Kissimmee, Florida. Nice big supporter of Talking Animals.
Thank you. All right.
all right, so let's talk about some things in this hot weather that might keep people cool that are special talking animals. Thank you.
Okay,
Yes.
let's do that. I've got one right here.
Okay.
And one that I use myself.
Right.
I pledge on
personal testimony.
Yeah, it sounded, you talked about it on the air, and it sounded great. And what it is kind of, it's a water bottle, but it turns into a bowl. You flip it, flippity, floopity, floppity. You just kind of twist it around a little bit, and it becomes a bowl. So you keep the water in the thing nice and safe. And this I didn't know, but it's great. It's a safe, lightweight, BPA-free, and has no smell. So there you go. And I keep it in my car in case we go longer or whatever than usual.
Yeah.
And it comes
You're
in
all
really
set.
handy. It's always there waiting for me. And it doesn't drip or get all over your car. And it's a great deal. And you can get that. You would think, well, that sounds like $1,000. No, $35.
Let's take a show of hands how many people are thinking $1,000 for that. But
radio.
But 35 is a great deal. $35 pledge at 813-239-9663 or WMF.org. And if you want to get that, maybe two of those or that and something else, and round it up to $100 or more, then that helps us meet our challenge because we still need three more. Excuse me. Pledges of 100 or more to meet the matching challenge of $500.
Right, that's out there waiting for us, and we don't want to leave that on the table. And we have dog aprons. We have cat aprons, but also dog aprons. And not to be outdone, the canine contingency has demanded that we offer a dog apron. Was this a town hall meeting or something?
Written by an angry dog. Yeah. But those are all, again, $35 pledge. Great looking aprons, all got cat illustrations over one of them, obviously, and dogs over the other. And really cool, comfortable aprons. People seem to really love them. 813-239-9663 or WMNF.org.
Let's make it a trifecta. Once you get the Talking Animals T-shirt, designed by artist extraordinaire Raman Najir. Am I saying that close enough? The shirt presents a huge group of assorted animals, anchored by an elephant who's holding a microphone in his trunk. Is it a likeness of Duncan? Well, you have to donate and get the T-shirt to find out. What do you're being kind of mum on the topic.
Well, we're going to talk about the Talking Animals T-shirt, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
No, that's okay. No, it's on the list, so it's close enough. And if people want it, we can track it down and get one for them.
Okay, there you go. It's a rarity now.
We got these beautiful WMNF shirts that we're really sort of emphasizing today. The so-called WMNF artist T-shirt, seafoam green color, short sleeve. And it comes in different kinds of cuts, men's and women. That's a $100 pledge there. And again, pledging for that would put us right on track with another matching challenge for $100 or more.
Because we're about halfway through.
Yeah.
So
really, we got
2.5 would be halfway.
Yeah.
All right. So 813-238. That's the other number. 813-239-9663 is your number to make your pledge to your radio station, to your favorite show, Duncan with Talking Animals. 813-239-9663. Give us a call and help out. Let's keep this show going. It's a really cool show, and I think if you're out there listening, you've been really enjoying it, then call in and show your support.
And let me thank one more anonymous supporter with a $100 pledge. So that may put us closer to our matching challenge. They're getting the Women's Artist T-shirt. And again, you can see that at WMNF.org. Beautiful looking shirt. And again, with the On the Gulf of Mexico tagline, makes it even more of a winner.
It's a foam green. It's a really good shirt.
Foam green, beautiful shirt. 813-239-9663.
Goes great with my eyes, by the way.
Oh, well, that's a big selling point for everybody.
I'm sure a lot of people think
this goes great with Flea's eyes, so you must buy it now. 813-239-9663 or WNF.org.
We need 3 more people to hit that challenge.
For sure. So let's look around here for something else. I was going to play more Ringo at one point, but those tickets are gone. We can still play more Ringo.
We can still play him?
Yeah. Can't go wrong with Ringo.
Well, the number is 813-239-9663. And let's see, we've got, maybe you're a puzzler. right? Maybe you like to do jigsaw puzzles?
Yeah, it's a cool looking puzzle.
We got a bodega cat with fruits, veggies, a jigsaw puzzle. And it's a 1,000-piece puzzle by artist Simone Johnson, depicting one of New York City's most beloved bodega cats, the one surrounded by fruits and vegetables. And you can get that for a $35 pledge.
And again, 1,000-piece puzzles. So people that are into puzzles, that's what they like.
Yes.
If it's less than 1,000, don't bother me with
Don't
it.
bother.
Yeah.
I can do 2 pieces. That's the kind of puzzle I like. 813-239-9663. That's the telephone number to call. We really need to hit this goal. This 5 callers pledging $100 or more to meet that challenge.
Let's hear, even though the Ringo tickets are gone, let's hear a little Ringo, because you can't go wrong with Ringo anyway, right?
Yeah.
So while we're playing Ringo, please call 813-239-9663.
Yeah.
Or go to the website, WMNF.org, or again, you can just do it directly through your phone app. All simple, easy, 2 minutes, maybe 3 at the most, and you're all done. And you're supporting WMNF on the first day of the summer drive. We want to be sure to make our goal and not be, again, lagging behind right out of the gate, basically. So 813-239-9663 or WMNF.org.
In the town where I was born lived a man who sailed to sea, and he told us of his life in the land of submarines. So we sailed on to the sun till we found the sea of green, and we lived beneath the waves in our yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. And our friends are all aboard. Many more of them live next door. And the band begins to play. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. Live a life of ease. Every one of us has all we need. Sky of blue and sea of green in our yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine.
Okay, sorry, Ringo. but we'll see you out at the Big Air Sound. So all is not lost. We just gotta keep moving because we have a lot to raise in a very short time, and we're sort of, mindful of the clock here. So
Yeah.
we really hope to hear from you at 813-239-9663. And why don't you think about joining a Circle of Friends? Again, that's a way that put a certain amount of money each month, and if you do it for today, $10 or more, gets you Circle of Friends, gets you the Circle of Friends t-shirt, and helps us meet the match because it's $100 or more for the pledges to meet the match. So go ahead.
I was going to say the Circle of Friends is a great way to get involved with WMNF. Maybe you're out there and you've been listening, maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months, maybe a little bit longer, and you haven't donated yet. And because you never, you don't, what you donate? It's kind of a weird concept to most people. You're like, I can get it for free, or I can donate. Yes, it is an odd concept, but it really is what keeps us on the air. So you can get started with $5 a month.
Well, we hope to do 10 today, right?
Yeah, we're hoping to do 10, but let's say you're new. You probably have $5 in your pocket. You can get started today for $5, and it'll be $5 a month until you move or whatever happens. As long as you keep doing that, $5 a month, a great way to get started at WMNF. 813-239-9663. Of course, you can donate more. $10 a month gets you the Great Circle of Friends T-shirt, and it's a beautiful black T-shirt, and it's got kind of like a record going there.
And
We
that
like the
has the
design.
added benefit of helping us meet the match because we don't want to run out of time. We don't want to leave money on the table, so we need at least 2 more, I think, pledges of $100 or more to meet the matching challenge. So
2 more.
Yeah, so
That's all it's going to take. You can do it. You woke up this morning. Did you think you were going to do anything special, help someone out? No. But guess what? You can. You can be that person that helps us reach our goal. We need 2 more people to pledge $100 or more, and we will make that challenge of $500. We can double your money.
So let's talk about some other ways we have to thank you from the Talking Animals Vault. And one of those things is these beautiful dog wind chimes. They look absolutely stunning. If you're online right now, you can go to. I posted a picture yesterday on both Facebook and Instagram, and they're a bunch of dogs, but they're actually serving as wind chimes. So they look great, they sound great, and it's just a $35 pledge, 813-239-9663. So you can get 1 or 2 of those, you can get 1 and something else, maybe round it up to $100, and then you get nice thank you gifts, and help us meet our challenge for that matching challenge that we don't want to miss out on, 813-239-9663 or WMNF.org. And another cool thing we have for people that are dog people, glow-in-the-dark dog collar. So that's a very cool thing where you can put it. It fits any dog of any size. It's adjustable and it's rechargeable. So if you're out at dusk or out at night or out early in the morning, the dog has a great bright green necklace around it. So very easy to spot and just makes it more safe.
Yeah, absolutely.
813-239-9663 or WMNF.org. That too is just a $35 pledge. All these are $35 pledges for the most part.
And to say
that's the basic WMNF membership fee.
That dog collar is a lot of fun too, because if you got a dark colored dog and it's wearing that collar, the only thing that you can see at night is the collar bouncing around in your yard.
Walking around.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, it's a ghost. No, it's your dog.
Yeah.
813-239-9663.
Do you have some people to thank, Flea, or do you want me to hand you?
Yeah, I'll take one. Or go to WMNF.org. You can pledge there. And we've got someone here, Marilyn Weaver from Parrish, Florida, and pledging $100. And this is a donation for the wonderful Talking Animals. Thanking all of the advocates who help the animals year after year. Duncan is one of them. And Marilyn is getting a beach sand mat. That's great. A great little gift that is. I'm not sure how it works, but it basically you lay it down, then you put your towel on top, and it keeps you
Right, it's
sand
like
free.
a big blanket/towel for the
It
beach.
repels sand some way.
Yeah. So thank you, Marilyn. It's a long-time supporter.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
She's a super effective advocate.
It's just one
right.
call at a time, Duncan. That's how it works.
Yeah. So we really need to hear from you. It's been a little quiet lately, and we're starting near the home stretch here. We want to make sure that we meet our goal. We want to make sure we meet our match, 813-239-9663 or WMNF.org. I want to thank Anonymous from, I'm not sure where from, I think Tampa. And for
keep their location anonymous, too.
Yeah, they're a cloak and dagger. but thank you for your support. And,
the number here, 813-239-9663. That's the number to show your support for your favorite radio station and perhaps, hopefully, your favorite show of all the great shows that are on WMNF. We have all kinds of great music shows. We have all kinds of great public affairs shows. And this show is kind of like in between the music and the public affairs because you do play music every week, an animal song. Sometimes you play Guess That Animal Song, which is kind of fun to do. And all that stuff along with comedy. You play the animal comedy, which is so much fun. I can't believe how much great comedy there is about basically using animals mocking us, I think is what it is.
That's what they tend to do.
Yeah. 813-239-9663. That's the number to call. Or go online to WMNF.org. And you can make your pledge there.
But yeah, please remember that matching challenge because if we don't meet the $500 to get the challenge, then we leave all the other money on the table, which would be a shame. And we really need to get off to a good start here on day one of the WMNF Summer Fun Drive. 813-239-9663 or WMNF.org. So you can just do a pledge for $100. You can do, again, $10 Circle of Friends for that's $120 that meet the match, and also gets you your own Circle of Friends T-shirt. You can pledge for the artist T-shirt, the Seafoam Green one, which has a great front that says Independent Radio, Live, Local on the Gulf of Mexico. Great looking shirt, great tagline. 813, that's a $100 pledge there, so that helps us meet the match. 813-239-9663 or WMNF.org. And keep in mind the incredible book. I can't emphasize enough how great that book is. Slither, How Nature's Most Malign Creatures Eliminate Our World.
Hey, Duncan, how about some of the people that you have in here as guests or hosts or whatever? Glenn Hatchell with Ask the Trainer. How does that work?
Yeah, every 2 or 3 months, Glenn, who of course used to be a programmer here at WMNF and went on to become a trained behaviorist and animal trainer, dog trainer, etc. So he comes on and fields questions. Listeners can call in or email in or text in questions about behavioral or other training issues with their dogs and sometimes their cats, maybe even other animals. And Glenn answers them, and it's like a great service, public service for people who need some help. Glenn's happy to do it. So the next one of those, coincidentally, is next week, June 4th, and so that'll be Ask the Trainer with Glenn Hatchell. So mark your calendar, because if you have any questions about something that's not going quite right with your dog or questions about what's going on with your cat, he can answer those.
Maybe you've got a dog that bolts through the door or something like that, or jumps over the fence or something. And you would think, there's nothing I can do about this. I'm just destined to live with that dog doing all those bad things. Well, guess what? Glenn Hatch is going to turn it around for you, and he'll give you some tricks and treats and things like that to show you how you can change your dog's behavior and make you a happier person and make your dog a happier dog. And so Glenn's going to be here next week. Show your support for Glenn, doing that every 3 to 4 weeks by giving us a call at 813-239-9663. That's the number to call. If you like dogs, if you like cats, if you like animals in general, you're a believer of animals like me, you don't swat, you flick. Don't swat, flick is my theme song, my theme.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just move away.
On a T-shirt somewhere?
What's that?
Is that on a T-shirt somewhere? Don't swat.
It should be. It should be. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Don't swat, flick.
All right, well, let me thank one or two other people here in the meantime. Elizabeth Gordon, who's already a Circle of Friends member, is pledging to get the dog wind chimes. So I want to thank her for that. 813-239-9663.
Your friends, your animal friends are starting to come through, Duncan.
Okay, cool. So thank you so much.
813-239-9663. That's the number to call. Go online, though, WMNF.org, and you can see some of the great gifts that we are offering. And didn't even mention, we've got a trucker hat this round. And how about this thing? Have you seen this yet? It's a cooler backpack. It's padded, it's spacious, and perfect for snacks and drinks and your tablet, your computer tablet. So
nice.
that's a great one. That's a join the Circle of Friends for $10 a month or $120. Pretty cool. The bandana. Now you see people, mostly it seems like sports fans, Duncan, and their dogs have bandanas on them, representing the team that they prefer. Well, my favorite team is WMNF, and you can get a bandana for WMNF by giving us a call and joining the Circle of Friends for $9 a month or more.
Nice.
Right? And maybe you should join twice. I mean, one's going to be dirty and one's going to be on the dog. Right? It makes sense to keep rotation a little thing going there.
You've thought this through.
But it's great. Oh, it's a great one. Get the bandana for your dog. Or I'm guessing your cat probably is not interested in one, or any, like your snakes, probably not.
Get this effing thing off me is what the cat says, I think.
Yeah. Stick with the dog.
Yeah.
813-239-9663. And you ever worry about dropping your phone in something wet? You're nervous about that. It's like, oh, geez, I'm near a pool. I can't stand near it because I might fall in or something. Well, we have a thing called a dry bag. It's a 2.5-liter bag with a roll-top closure. It's phone-friendly and can keep your phone dry. So if you're out there in water-ish situations, you can be safe with the dry bag that we are offering for WMNF, and it says WMNF right on it. So you know where it came from. 813-239-9663. When your friends go, oh, where'd you get that? And you go, I don't know. I was in a store somewhere in Ohio. No, it says right on it, WMNF. So you know right where you got it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to thank a couple people. I don't know
Yes.
do you have
All
other
right.
people to thank over there? I'll hand you something.
I do.
over.
I have one to thank over
Okay,
here.
cool. Well, I'm going to thank right now Leo Renault from St. Petersburg, Florida.
Thank you, Leo.
Generous $108 pledge, so covering the handling of the transaction as well. So, and it says Daisy and Baxter, best pups ever. So again, if you want to call out your dog or cat or
that's
any
a good
animal, yeah, you can be sure to give them some airtime by pledging 813-239-9663 or WMNF.org.
I've got Anonymous here. Anonymous, I'm looking to see if they say where they're from. It doesn't. She said, or they say, I love all the show that WMNF has to offer. Great job, WMNF team. And oddly enough, guess what? They're getting the bandana. We just mentioned it.
Wow.
Things move pretty fast here at WMNF.
That's some kind of ESP thing.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
ESPN.
Right.
813-239-9663. That's the number to call. Duncan, do we need 2 or one more calls to get our goal?
I think we need at least one more to get our goal for $100 or more. So $100 pledge flat out would be great. $10 Circle of Friends for $120. That would be great. Pledging for the artist T-shirt, for WMNF new T-shirt, the Seafoam, beautiful thing with the tagline about on the go for Mexico. That's a $100 pledge. That would suit help us meet our match. And some of these other thank you gifts we have, you can bundle them together and make $100.
Sure.
So we're easy. We're
3 for 1.
Yeah.
3 for 100.
For sure.
And there's great stuff here.
813-239-9663. Want to thank James Coley.
Hey, thanks. Thank you, Jay.
Multiple duty. Says, love you, buddy. That's cool. He's taking the Talking Animals Pocket Monkey. We haven't even talked about the Pocket Monkey.
Oh, no.
Pocket Monkey's back.
Let's hear. Tell me about the pocket monkey. I mean, it sounds dirty, but it's probably not, right?
That's like Snake Farm. Also sounds dirty, but it's not, right? In theory.
Let's hear about this
So the Pocket Monkey is this tool with all the utility of a Swiss Army knife, but flat enough and small enough. It's about the size of a credit card to fit into your wallet. So it's TSA compliant, and it offers like 10 or 12 functions: bottle opener, flat screwdriver, micro screwdriver, letter opener, hex wrench, Phillips screwdriver, phone kickstand, straight edge, etc. And again, just a $35 pledge gets you your very own Pocket Monkey.
Oh, man, that's great.
239-9663.
Call it the MacGyver Jr.
That's right. It solves all your problems.
813-239-9663. That's the number to call. And we've got about 15, maybe 13 minutes left in the show today. That's plenty of time to reach our goal. We've got a big goal of $2,700. We need to get an update on that. But I feel as though we're close, but we're definitely not there yet. And we need one more person to pledge $100 or more to get the matching
challenge.
Yeah, the matching challenge.
For sure. So let me meanwhile thank Samantha Green from St. Petersburg, Florida.
All right.
And
thank you, Samantha.
Nice, generous pledge. Says he's a sensational, intelligent man. Thankful for all he does for animals and nature. And she's taking the Bodega Cat, the puzzle.
All right.
Says, not only that,
1,000 pieces, lady.
She's going to come by the station and pick it up. So
all right.
How accommodating is Samantha Green? Geez.
All right. And how much was that one?
$50 pledge.
$50 pledge. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Good job.
813-239-9663 or WMNF.org. And we have a couple of, even in just the book round, we have this gorgeous coffee table book on ants, which is incredible photography. It's a coffee table book, but also it's written by one of our ongoing favorite guests here on Talking Animals, Eleanor Spicer Rice. She's been a guest talking about insects, about animals, about other things, and she wrote the text for this beautiful coffee table book. And even just that, as much as it's a big, beautiful coffee table book, that's just a $35 pledge as well.
Oh, that's sweet.
813.
So you want to get 3 $35 pledges, and that would be just over $100 and get us to meet our goal.
Match. 813-239-9663 or WMNF.org.
All right, how about this? So you get the coffee table book on ants, you get the Pocket Monkey, and we haven't talked about this, but we get the 75th anniversary dog frisbee. You get all three of those.
That is a great gift for the dog and the person.
Yeah, that's a great gift. 813-239-9663 is the number to call. Or go online to WMNF.org. And you can pledge there or pull your phone out in your pocket and do the WMNF app on there. Really easy. I did mine earlier, and it took me probably 2 minutes. And I am a really slow phone typer, so you're probably gonna do better than me. 813-239-9663. You got someone there?
I got somebody to thank.
All right, good.
Now, here's something confusing but great, I think.
All right.
Susan House, once again, but I think in a different guise. I think she's representing Florida Voices for Animals in this particular pledge, saying supports Duncan and Talking Animals. Florida Voices for Animals is the voice for the voiceless. So thank you, Susan House, and Florida Voices for Animals, who, of course, do great work, including every year they put on the big Tampa Bay Veg Fest.
Oh, yeah. That's a favorite of mine every year.
Yeah, so we'll hopefully see that back this year. You guys were crunched by hurricane stuff, and they weren't able to do it this year, but I think they're aiming to come back.
Good. We can't wait. And when it does come back, we'll have her on the show. And we'll talk about it, tell you all about
Absolutely.
Because that's the kind of thing we are. We're right here. We're local. Someone's doing something for
we got
pets
info.
Down the street, they can just come right over. You
That's
can talk
right.
to them right here. 813-239-9663. You got something for me here? All right,
sure
let's
did.
see. Anonymous, okay. And Anonymous is getting the dry bag. We talked about the dry bag. Keep your phone dry. If you're nervous about being near water, keep your phone dry with the dry bag. And thank you very much, Anonymous, for that. Anonymous, I was trying to find the town you're from. Here we go. Anonymous from Bel-Air Bluffs. Thank you so much. Duncan, we gotta get a tally here. See how
Okay,
close
you want to?
I'll run and get
run
one.
back there and get that, and I'll mind the store here. So it's 813-239. We're in our final 2 minutes or so of the Talking Animals fundraising show here on day 1 of WNF Summer Fund Drive. So we really need to do well. We can't fall short of our goal and put it sort of a drag on the station and the other shows that follow on day 1. That's just not cool. So we hope you'll consider making a pledge of any amount. 813-239-9663 or WMNF.org. And so one thing that we're lucky enough to do over the years is get people pledging in advance for certain things. And in this case, that's the week in the condo. And so I was just saying, Flea, that we're lucky enough to get some pledges in advance for certain key things, that we got an advance pledge for the condo week.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's a beautiful condo. Obviously, you've seen pictures of it, but it's an incredible, just redone like 2 or 3 years ago, I recall. Completely revamped and beautiful. And it's got it, from people who have been there. I have not been there. It has a beautiful view of the water. Am I right here on this?
Yeah.
Help me out here.
We've got a balcony that looks right out on the water. You sometimes, depending on the time of year, you can see dolphin or sea turtles or whales. And it's great. So we want to thank Lori and Wayne Heinz for doing an early pledge for that here on Talking Animals, and they're going to enjoy a condo week, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, that's great. Keep us in mind next drive. Right? You probably have another one next drive.
For sure. Yeah. Usually there's one per drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 813-239-9663 or WNF.org. So we're in the home stretch. We got one of our own here saying Alita from St. Petersburg.
All right,
Florida.
Alita. Bluegrass.
Thank you so much.
Saturday morning, you can catch Alita.
Love your show, and right back at you, Alita. We appreciate your show and your great work on behalf of back there answering phones, I believe, right now. Right? Yeah.
She's a radio addict. It's my favorite kind of addicts. Radio addicts.
Much a healthy addiction for sure.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
813-239-9663. That's the number to call. Duncan, what do we have, like 3 minutes or something?
No, we only have
a couple minutes
we have
left.
Like a minute and a half.
So we must be pretty close to the goal.
Well, let's hope we're getting closer.
Okay.
But I was just going to say, if we go to NPR News and you still haven't had a chance to pledge, please call during NPR News just to ensure that we make our goal here. 813-239-9663 or WNF.org. And We really appreciate it. We really want to deliver the goods here.
Or go online to WMNF.org. This is 88.5 WMNF Tampa. We haven't said that a million times as we draw close. Still giving you a chance. You can pick up the T-shirt, the WM T-shirt on the Gulf of Mexico with a beautiful seafoam color. And then we also have Join the Circle of Friends. We've got a cotton T-shirt, and it's got the Circle of Friends logo on it. It's kind of like
it's
a record.
Exclusive for Circle of Friends members.
Right, only for Circle of Friends.
Yeah. So it's very cool. Great bragging rights.
And we've got the trucker hat. I guess we went a few drives without a trucker hat, so we've got that. That's an $88.50 donation, or $8 a month. Join the Circle.
All right. Thanks to all who pledged today or in advance, and thanks for everybody answering phones and all the help. Thank you, Flea. I appreciate it. It's WNF Tampa.